Good morning, Rising Vibes coming to you legit from the rock. Today, when I woke up, I was feeling bleh. And I wanted to change that. So I came to my spot and I breathed and I was meditating. You got to do that. You can't let others' vibrations determine your day. You have to make the best of every day. Otherwise, people come like a thief in the night and take all those good vibrations. And then you're sitting here like, blah. So, you can't let others get you down. You have to make every day the fullest. And you have to speak on it. Now, if you're going through a hard time in a hard situation, the worst thing to possibly say is no one is going to help me. Because that's like sitting here telling the universe or God or the Father or whatever your beliefs are, whatever. Same concept. It's like telling the person that is always there for you that they have never done nothing for you. Now, you're sitting here and you're like, no, I'm not worried about them. If you send out that's what comes back. I don't know how to fully explain it. If you're sending out, ugh, they send out, ugh. It's like a reflection. There's defense mechanisms that we use, and that's usually like our mood change. And like Inside Out is a video. It's a kid's video, and it talks about what's going on in the head, and how what goes on in here determines what happens out here, That's how the newer generation is understanding it now. But think about it this way. If you're talking to somebody and they make you mad, it's like the mad guy starts going, "Aah!" and just hits the go button. You're in jackal position and you're in attack mode. That is one type of thing that can happen when a situation happens, is you could instantly be on attack mode. And when you're on attack mode, you like reflect the energy back. You're like taking out your mirror and the energy is this light. And the light is coming, you're like, shing, to send it right back to where it came. Because you're trying to protect yourself. Now, sometimes we do that and we still absorb all that energy. So is that what we're supposed to do? It just depends. What situation? What are you going through? I can't tell you what you're supposed to do in life because you have to be a true you. The only you you can be, and try to be greater than that. That's what you need to be. Don't go by what everybody else wants you to do, or you'll be unhappy. So, we can reflect it right back. That is our first instinct, is just deflect. Like, no, not today. Because say your kid wakes up and your kid's walking out and your kid's just stomping around. You're like, oh, heck no, not today. You better take your little butt back in that room and come out with some totally other vibrations that will be what you need to manifest on, or get a better attitude. Just depends on how you want it put. Perspective. Similarities. Explain differently for different types of levels of growth. Just like a baby. You see a baby, and the older they get, you see their growth. You're like, well, now you're walking, now you're talking, now you're doing great, and you're seeing all this growth. That's us. We still grow. We start from babies, and we're growing. So, if you limit yourself, and you stop, and you think you know everything, I'm sorry. It's going to be scary. I only say that because when the awakening happens, you'll realize. But, back to what I was getting to. Our first thing is to attack mode. So if you're going through a bad situation, you know, you hit different modes too. You hit attack mode, sad mode, self doubt mode, negative vibe mode. You know, it just depends on which kind you're trying to understand. But you go through all of this. And when you go through it, you instantly start feeling all this, and then you're lowering your vibrations and you're not keeping them there. Let me tell you about something that happened to me. My daughter, my oldest daughter, spent the first year of her life in the ICU, NICU, so the NICU. She was a preemie. She was a 26-weeker, but she was measuring 25. She was 14.2 ounces, and I first went through denial because I woke up from an emergency C-section and I was like, that is not my baby. There's no way. She was this big. Like, my hands are tiny. Even when I hold them close to the camera, they're tiny little hands. And she was the size of my hand. And she looked like a little alien. I mean, she did. She was like purple and black. And I was like, that is not my baby. There's no way. Because to me, I never could have imagined something like this. I was never open to this type of, area. I never really knew about ICUs, or I heard about them, saw them in the movies, but you know what I mean? I never really understood it, and I didn't know what was really going to happen. Because in my mind, I was going to have this baby that was about this big and, rock her to sleep and hold her and do all the other stuff that moms could do. But I wasn't able to. She was so tiny and fragile. The only thing I can do was read to her, sing to her, or cry with her. I don't, know what else to say. It was hard. But I was sitting here, and each time something would go bad, I'd be like, oh my God, no. Like, stop, I can't handle this, da da da. And I was freaking out. Well, the father of my kids, I used to get so mad at him. So mad at him. And now that I've evolved, I understand it. It may have taken 9 years, but I understand it. He would always be like, she's gonna be fine. It'll be all right. And I'm like, really? Like, that's what you're gonna say? Like, this is your child. And then you start saying stuff, like you start talking about all the bad things that are going on. Trying to get that person to understand where you're coming from and why your vibes are so out of control. But he was doing the right thing. He was having that confidence in keeping his vibrations under control and sending out good vibrations towards our daughter, like, she's gonna pull through. She's got this, and I was doing the wrong thing. But don't go into self-blame, because that's doing the wrong thing. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of your children. What they mean is you got to be right in your mind. You got to be right in your knowledge of knowing. And you got to know when to seek help. And when I mean seek help, I mean sit down in a quiet, dark room, light some candles, play some, good vibrating music, and just relax for a second. And then let it all out. Let it all out. And then you need to tell yourself, or it all already happened, because your higher self will be sitting here telling you, you are going to pull through this. You are strong. You've got this. It is okay to step away and focus on you, because you have to raise those vibrations. It doesn't matter what you're going through. The kids that pull through all of this stuff that they go through is not because of, like, the medicine or, the treatments. Yes, that helps. That helps a lot. But it's their choice. You ever hear when someone's dying, they're like, no, stay with me, stay with me. Why would they tell them to stay with them? And they're paramedics. If they don't believe that speaking that positive energy into them will bring them through it. It's not what society has been telling us. I know it's a lot to take in. It was a lot for me to take in. I accepted it after my situation had already played out, and it had been years, and now I look back on it and I'm like, wow, I really needed to have my vibrations under control. But it was a learning experience that I get to share now, that I get to let you know that I've been there. No matter what situation it is, I've been either somewhere similar or I have compassion for your situation. But we need positive energies coming back to us. And so we have to start those positive energies. Because people like to be around people that are happy and outgoing and love life. I mean, come on. That hug weeds. You know. You know me, I always have to throw out something crazy. But that's me. I'm being the real me. And I am happy. And every day, no matter what the situation is a box. And you put yourself in this box. And everything you think of, you bounce off this box. So you think of this box. And you're thinking about it so much that now you're sitting here banging your head against the wall type thing, because you're like, I want out. I'm done. I can't do this. I can't do this. And so you separate yourself from everybody, but you're still in this box. Going like this because you keep speaking the same things over your life, over and over, all the negative. I haven't achieved this. I fell from this. I lost this. This happened. I've got this. This is going. Stop. Every day conquer one thing and you will feel amazing. It is all up to you. And be the real you. Be the legit you. Quit trying to be the you that everybody else wants you to be. Be you. Because if you're not happy, I don't care how much money you have, what kind of situation you're in, you're not going to be happy. Like, I don't know how else to say it. You have to raise your vibes. So you can't sit here and wallow in all this sadness and all this depression and all this destruction. You have to look at the beauty of everything. Optimism. You have to have it. Without it, you'll slowly take away from yourself everything good that you love about yourself. And then you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, I don't even know me. I don't even know who I want to be. I want to know the real me, and I am so lost because I am playing mom, I am playing waitress, I am playing bartender, I am playing plumber. The reason why I say playing is because each job that you get that you're not happy in, you're playing a role. And with playing this role, then you feel like you have to upkeep that role, and then you're not liking the role that you have picked. But if you're the real you, it's only too easy, because then you're free and you can control all of your vibrations, but you have to do it every day. And some days may be harder than others, but once you get through it, take it from somebody that used to be the most dramatic when it came to going through some hard times. I can admit to my wrongs and I laugh at it. I'm like, old you, I'm glad you evolved, you know. I say that all the time because I am glad that I've evolved to the fun-loving, outgoing me. And I get to share it with my twin flame, the love of my life, the other me, when two become one, and our 5 beautiful kids. And I may not be able to have everything just yet, but I'm manifesting all this good, and it's a matter of time. You gotta speak good on your life. I'm gonna send rising vibes your way. Till next time.